I'm kind of mad because I already filmed this video once and then things were happening with the videos, and anyway, I had to film it again. So I'm going to be an au pair in Spain, and it still feels unreal even though I've like already started my journey. I'm gonna make a few different parts of my journey, or like a few different parts of like whatever videos I'm gonna make showing my whole like summer experience. I'm not gonna be super vloggy with it. It might be more of just like a montage. And so the first part you're gonna see is where I am now, which is Connecticut, where my mom lives, and I'm going to explain why I'm here. You may see another part video where I'm in Madrid, and so all my Spain videos probably will be separate. Anyway, I wanted to share sort of how I got the au pair job and some details of my experience thus far. It's not really an experience yet because I like haven't done it yet, but just to tell you like how this all came about and like what I'm doing and everything. It's kind of a long story, but I'll just give you 3 sort of points as to how I decided on the idea of like, I think I want to do this. So last summer, the little girls who I was nannying, their friend's grandma was telling me about how she au paired, or her friend au paired. Somebody was an au pair in like the 70s or something. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think they were in like Germany or something, and how it's such a great experience and it's a great way to travel abroad and it's pretty inexpensive. I was like, oh, that's cool, but I'll probably never do that because that's kind of scary, like going to another country and like you don't know the language and you don't know anything, you don't know the culture. Fast forward to this past Christmas break, I was applying to a bunch of jobs for the summer and internships and stuff for somewhere other than Louisiana, which is where I'm from. I wanted to do something that was going to put me somewhere else. I applied to work on the Tonight Show. I ended up getting a job in London. It was like an internship, but I don't even remember what it's for. I'm obviously not doing that. I was looking up things in Australia, and then I was thinking like, oh, like aren't the school years switched or their seasons are switched or something? So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just be like a substitute teacher or like a student teacher in Australia for a few months while it's my summer, but they're still in school. Or I don't even know what I was thinking. I don't know if I'm correct in any of this, if their school years different or whatever. I wanted something where I was actually going to be teaching because I want to be a teacher. Anyway, all these ads started popping up to au pair, and it was like au pair in Australia, and I was like, well, I know what this is, let me just check it out and see. So then I ended up like signing up for this website back in December and January. There was like maybe 2 families from the United Kingdom or from Australia. Everyone else was from Spain, Italy, France. Those were the only other countries I was really interested in. I started liking the idea of au pairing in Spain. Now, let me tell you the details of this website. It's called aupairworld.com, and I was like, I don't know if this is sketchy, I don't know if this is real. So I signed up for it anyway. I made my little profile and everything. It asks you a little bit about yourself. It sort of just kind of tells you what to do. It's very easy to figure out. Then I started browsing families' profiles. I started messaging families, and they all wanted to Skype with me, every single one, but I was like, I don't even know if I want to do this yet. Now, mind you, I haven't done it yet, but I know for a fact it won't be easy. There are tons of YouTube videos that other girls have made saying, don't be an au pair, I had a bad au pair experience, whatever. And you might be thinking, well, then why are you doing it, Alex? Well, let me tell you. I am a nanny in the United States. Like, that is my job. So in my mind, I was thinking I could either be a nanny here or I could be a nanny in a different country, and I could experience another culture and explore and travel. 9 times out of 10, they're horrible au pair experience videos. No offense to them. I'm sure a lot of them were very careful and safe about the families they picked. But a lot of times it started with, well, I've never babysat before, or, well, I never talked to the family much before I started living with them, or my family was very standoffish, but I just wanted to pick one and get it over with. I sort of prepared myself. I know that it really just depends on the family and your situation, but I'm trying to do it the right way. So a little bit about the family I picked and why I picked them. I felt a sense of sureness with them. I really feel like they're just like distant cousins or something that I'm gonna go visit. Like, I really feel like they're my family already. And I'm just laughing because, like, what if it isn't good? But, you know, you can't say that. You know, you just have to think positively. So a few things that I liked about this family: their kids were present the entire time I first Skyped their family. And not only this, but their kids were the ones who were holding the camera and who were talking to me. And their mom was there. She was there to be like, hi, and like introduce herself and answer any logistical questions I would have. But the kids were the ones being like, what do you like? I really got to talk to them, and I got a sense of their whole family structure, and I really liked that because they're the ones I'm gonna be with all summer, you know? Another reason, I've stayed in contact with this family since the moment I picked them. We were emailing back and forth. We've been talking about what we're interested in, what we're doing that day, making sure that we're staying in contact so that not only do we get to know each other before we actually meet in person, but if any questions pop up during the time between picking them and me actually being there, which is several months, you know, I could comfortably just email and ask, or even text her on WhatsApp. My last reason that I really like this family is, and that I picked them, is that on their profile and when I'm conversing with them through messages, they were very adamant about the fact that I wouldn't have to do any housework, for one. But the reason for that was because they want it to be a cultural experience for me, and that's their words, not mine. You know, they want to make sure I get a chance to travel and that in my free time I can explore. I've warmed up to the fact that I'm going to be their first au pair because I think it'll be a really fun new experience for both of us, and we'll both be really excited. So one last thing to explain. I don't know if I'm going to include it in this video. If not, it may be another video. But the way that my plane tickets worked out, because the only thing I'm paying for this whole summer in Spain is my plane tickets, flying out of New Orleans is between $1,300 and $2,000 if you're lucky. But I said, surely I can find a way to find a cheaper flight. I thought, what if I flew out of New York? It's a bigger airport, it's a bigger city. Surely they have more flight options and better prices. The way it worked out is I paid for 2 separate flights, I guess, 2 separate trips, I guess you could say.